Hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to BLUETTI. I'm your host. My name is Ilya. Let's get started. So guys, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a like button. Don't forget to subscribe because actually these giveaways are only for our subscribers, guys. Yes, I said giveaways. As always, we have giveaways every 30 minutes. So let's start a timer. Let's start a giveaway timer right now without further ado. Okay, let me see who is here already here in the live room. Let me refresh the page. Who do we have here today? We have a community of people who love solar power. And of course, the first one is 𝗗𝗦𝗧_CODE. Greetings from West Tennessee. Greetings to West Tennessee as always. Is BLUETTI. Showtime says Bob from Rambling Bob Reviews. Bob, very good to see you here. Hello, Dan Sam Guy. Very good to see you too. What's up, ANS1293? Okay. Bad weather moving in tonight. Oh, that's okay. Sad to hear that. All right, hope you're doing well. All right, guys, let's get started. So in the description, you will find the agenda for today. Let me just briefly tell you what we're going to be talking about today. So as always, we go live from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Okay? And today I will structure the conversation around the world's biggest portable modular solar generator, AC500 and B300S. So today, guys, we have in the studio we have EB3A. It's our smallest and the most lightweight portable power station. It is also it holds a world record as the fastest charging power station. Okay, it weighs in at only 10.14 pounds, so 10.1 pounds, and it will recharge from 0 to 80% just in 30 minutes with a maximum input of 430 watts. This is achieved when we're charging from DC and AC methods simultaneously, specifically from a wall outlet and from solar panels. So this is in front of you guys right here is the world's fastest recharging portable power station. It's also BLUETTI's most lightweight power station. It's only 10.1 pounds, extremely lightweight. Now let me know who already owns one EB3A. Let me know in the comments. I think some of you definitely have this one at home, right? And here we have world's biggest portable modular solar generator. And the reason why it's world's biggest is because right now we have connected 2 batteries, but you can connect up to 6 batteries to one AC500, and you can connect 2 AC500s together, just like in our thumbnail here on YouTube and on Facebook. You can see there are 2 AC500s connected together. And now, not only you can connect 6 batteries to one unit and 6 batteries to the other, but you also have this fusion box and you have one output that is 240 volts as opposed to standard American 120 volts. Speaking about American, guys, the discount codes you will see in the description, you can actually already see them. Just open the description right now and check the discount codes. They are in bold font. You can see them very clearly. You can find them easily. Discount codes are only valid in the USA, okay? This is not to say we don't welcome our international community. We definitely have folks from Canada and from Europe watching us here. I know that because we look at YouTube analytics, YouTube statistics. Okay, so we welcome our European and Canadian friends here. However, guys, I have to tell you that discount codes unfortunately are not valid in your countries. They're only valid in the USA. Now, this countdown right there is for the giveaway, and the giveaways only can be shipped to the USA, okay? That being said, if you're watching us not from the USA, please stay here. You will learn a lot about our power stations. We do sell our power stations to the European Union, to other countries in Europe as well, to Canada, to Korea, to Japan, Mexico, and other countries. So hopefully we'll learn something today, and also we'll learn about power stations and solar energy, and also we'll meet new friends here, okay? And you can also always go on our website, BLUETTIpower.com, and choose your country there. All right, now let's get started. So who do we have here? LaRonda, William, Randall, Shar, Mate, Waveform Science, Jeff, Jack. Okay, guys, greetings to all of you. We have 5 likes, 6 likes right now. Everybody, don't forget to press that like button. Thank you so much. It helps a lot. Thanks. And we're getting more and more likes recently. That's all thanks to you. Okay, so now we'll kick things off with EB3A, just because of our tradition going from the smallest to the biggest. EB3A, our smallest power station of BLUETTI and world's quickest recharging power station, only 30 minutes from 0 to 80% of battery. And we'll talk about portable solar panels, PV120 and PV200. Those are small, portable, and foldable solar panels, PV120 and PV200. Okay, now we'll talk about sets, how to combine EB3A with solar panels. I'll tell you what solar panels are compatible with EB3A and what solar panels are not compatible with EB3A. And in fact, we'll figure out, and it's very easy, how to choose a solar panel for a power station and vice versa. It does not only refer to our power stations, also refers to other power stations from other brands. Okay, so if you just want to learn something, I will try to make these 2 hours or however long you stay here as informative as possible. However, that would not be achievable without your help. So what I need from you guys here is feedback. Okay, so let me know in the comments. If you want to ask something from me specifically or from BLUETTI in general, you can add BLUETTI Official. You simply add BLUETTI Official if you have a question to BLUETTI Official. If you have a question to me so that I can find it easily, please spell it question in all capital letters so I can comment after it and I can find it and I can answer your question if I'm capable of doing that. Now we'll also talk about some big yet portable solar panels like PV350 and our biggest portable solar panel, PV420. Before we even get started, I want to let you know, guys, that our solar panels are not those rigid solar panels that you would mount on your rooftop or put in your backyard. Those solar panels are great. Our solar panels are great too, but they're for different purposes. Our solar panels are the ones that you could you would really love to take. You would really enjoy their nature, you know, how they're made, their portability, they're foldable, the fact that they're foldable, and the material they're made of. Perfect. They're perfect to take to place in the van or in any vehicle, take outdoors when camping, when fishing, doing any other outdoor activities. Okay, so those are the sort of foldable and portable solar panels. You can scratch them, of course, don't scratch them, but if they get scratched, that's okay. You will not shatter them, you will not break them. They're really durable. They don't have that extraordinary long lifespan like rigid solar panels. But the solar panels that we have right here today are, and in fact we only have those solar panels at BLUETTI, are the ones that are easy to carry around, foldable and portable solar panels. Okay, now we'll also talk about AC 200P, that is right here, 2000 watt hour and 2000 watt power station. And we'll also put them in sets in combination with AC 200P, for example, AC 200P with PV 350, or what is it? Yeah, AC 200P and PV 420, our biggest solar panel. And of course, at the second part of our live stream, we'll talk about, which is actually the second hour, just in an hour or so, we'll talk about world's biggest portable modular solar generator, AC500 and B300S. Remember to use those discount codes before you make a purchase. They will save you a lot of money. Also, I am very glad to be good news bearer. I'll tell you that for AC200P and for AC200 Max, the everyday price went down. It's part of our promotion right now, so if you want to purchase AC200P or AC200 Max, you will find that the price went down compared to what was before. It's not a significant difference, but it's a pleasant surprise, definitely. Okay, let me read some comments. EB3A pairs with AC400 really well. It charges very efficiently from the 24-volt DC output. Okay. Hey, Wave, I found your YouTube channel. You have a lot of good info on there. Good job. Exactly, yes. Jeff has an amazing YouTube channel. Makes informative videos. Some of them are a couple of hours long, but I find them to be very informative and very interesting. I certainly watched, I think I watched all of your videos actually. Jeff, great job. Keep doing what you're doing. Question from Laronda, perfectly marked with question, spelled in capital just as I asked. How's the weather? The weather is good. It's actually very cloudy here, so not a good weather for charging from solar panels. It's around 68 degrees here where we at. Okay, BLUETTI, any plans to add the ability to shut down the inverters when the battery capacity drops below user set threshold on the EB3A? I don't have information on that, to be honest. We certainly have this ability on AC300 and AC500. I don't have that information, EB3A. Okay guys, let's get started. So let's get started with EB3A. Okay, you already know EB3A, just very quickly. And if you're new here, let me know that you're new here in the comments by typing new, okay? So I see Lemon Max says BLUETTI plus let's get started. Great, what you're doing here is you're getting ready to participate in giveaways, and that's what I'm asking you guys. Type BLUETTI plus something else, okay? Because YouTube restricts people from typing the same words, so you want to get creative with your when you're commenting for giveaways. So EB3A guys. EB3A, this is the name, EB3A, and you don't have to look for hidden meanings in it, just the name, okay? It's our smallest, it's BLUETTI's smallest portable power station. See how small it is, really? And it's only 10.14 pounds. Yet, it has a great battery capacity for this size. The battery capacity is 268.8 watt-hours. Let's just round it up to 268. In this case, not mathematically correct, but 268 watt-hours battery capacity. The battery chemistry is lithium iron phosphate LiFePO4, the best batteries. You know that, not lithium ion, too short of a lifespan. 500 to 1,000 life cycles, we're not satisfied with that. We don't think you will be satisfied with that. We think that a good life cycle is 2,500 plus cycles to 80% of the original capacity. That is the reason why we make our power stations with lithium iron phosphate batteries. Also, as was noted before by our community, lithium iron phosphate batteries are very safe, okay, and they're user friendly and they're safe. What I mean when I'm saying safe, you will not damage them, you will not, unless you specifically want to do that, they will not burn, and in other scenarios they behave much more safely than lithium ion batteries. So there is one downside to that though, that lithium iron phosphate batteries tend to be slightly heavier than lithium ion. However, here it's only 10.14 pounds, so 10.1, 10 pounds, literally 10 pounds, very lightweight. And the battery capacity is 268 watt-hours. It's a great capacity for this size, but it's not a great capacity in general, okay? For reference, this power station, see how much bigger it is? It's 2,000 watt-hours. This one is 268 watt-hours, okay? Now, another important thing we want to take a look at before we purchase it is AC inverter. What is the AC inverter like, okay? And here we have a 600 watt AC inverter with a peak power of 1,200 watts. What does the peak power mean? When you plug a device with a motor or an inductor, it starts spinning, so it will peak, it will spike, right? So the AC inverter here can handle this spike, can handle up to 1,200 watts. What's more, we even have a power lifting mode. By enabling this mode through the app, you will be able to load devices up to 1,200 watts continuously. We don't recommend you overuse this mode. However, when needed, please feel free to enable this mode through the app. So the battery capacity is 268 watt-hours. The AC inverter is 600 watts continuously, and it's also pure sine wave inverter. And under power lifting mode is 1,200 watts. Okay, I think those are great characteristics. Now let's take a look at the outputs, or how will we be delivering the power from inside outside? How will we be charging or running or both your devices? Let's find out. So let's take a look at the outputs. On the very top, we have a 15 watt wireless charging pad right here. As long as your phone supports wireless charging, place it here on the top. Now this is not it. You see, it didn't start charging. It did not start charging because I have to first turn DC on. And DC is right here, okay? Simply push this button. Now DC is on. My phone starts charging right now. 15 watts max. Realistically, we'll be getting maximum 7 watts from this output because this is the nature of wireless charging pads. Because of the nature of it's wireless, right? It's like open. It loses up to 50% of the power of the wattage. So from a 15 watt outlet, you will see 7 watts. Those are good results. So a wireless charging pad on the top. As long as your phone supports wireless charging, just place here on the top and turn DC on. What else do we have? Here we have a 12 volt and 10 amp car power socket, also known as a cigarette lighter port, the one that you will find in your car. So the one right here, and you can run mini fridges and other devices from this car power socket. Here we have two DC 5.5-to-1 ports, also known as barrel connectors. So those are to run some LED lights, to run some Wi-Fi routers, TV routers, and other devices. Some of you will find that they're not very practical for you, but for some people, you know, they will actually use them. Okay, here we have two USB-A ports. Those are standard 5 volts and 3 amps USB-A ports, so 15 watts in total. And this output right here is a 100 watt USB-C port. It's a quick charge USB-C port. Here we have a light. And here we have two AC outputs. They are 120 volts, 600 watts, and it is not written here, but it's true that the peak power is 1200 watts, and also under power lifting mode, it can be easily enabled by any of you and all of you through the app. It's 1200 watts continuous load. And again, we don't recommend you guys overuse this mode, but whenever necessary, feel free to enable it. Here we have a light. And this light has medium, high, and SOS mode. Here we have input, and the input is how we're charging our EB3A. And here we have the AC input, no adapter needed. Simply plug in a cable, and the cable is included in the box. You don't have to buy it separately. Maybe you have this cable, chances are you have this cable already at home, but anyway, the cable is included in the box. This is the AC input. Again, no adapter needed. And here we have 12 volt and 28 volt DC input. So this is a DC input, so you can charge your EB3A from DC methods using this input. And when I'm saying DC methods, excuse me, I mean charging from your vehicle, from that car power socket in your vehicle, charging from solar panels, and other DC charging methods. Okay. On the top we have carrying handle. A carrying handle can lay flat. Okay. And here we have a fan right here and over here. So this push and pull fan is what keeps the unit cool and prevents from overheating. We don't have anything on this side, and this is intentional, so you can place it against the wall. We have anti-slip pads right here, the information about the unit, and this is the QR code that you scan when you connect to the app for the first time. So this is all you have to know about EB3A. I saw a question I think it was from Rambling Bob Reviews. If you had a choice between AC300 or AC500, what system would you pick and why? I would certainly pick AC500 because AC500 is the biggest portable modular solar generator. You can connect anywhere from one battery. It needs a battery, so you can connect one battery. You can connect up to 6 batteries to one unit. Since you asked in the context with AC300, for AC300 you can connect up to 4 batteries for one unit. And when you go to split phase mode, when you connect two AC300s together, so you can connect 4 batteries plus 4 batteries, that's 8. If you connect AC100 and 6 batteries plus 6 batteries, that's 12. So it's a big difference. That's number one. Number two, B300S is superior to B300 for aspects. Number one, it has self-heat mode, which enables it to work under very cold conditions down to -4 degrees Celsius Now, I still understand that for some Canadian friends of ours, for example, it's still not enough, but it's better than it used to be. Used not to be able to run our batteries under freezing temperatures, so under 32 degrees, or for Canadian friends, is 0 degrees Celsius. You cannot use our batteries, or at least you would. It would be a significant hazard for the batteries. And now with the self-heating mode, we are able to use them down to -4 degrees Fahrenheit or -20 degrees Celsius. This is a significant jump in the progress of our batteries. Okay, now also B300S, the battery itself has a higher solar input. So if you recharge the battery from the solar panels, it has the higher solar input. Now it also has a deep discharge mode when connected to AC500, and I would still probably mark it number 1 is the ability to connect 6 batteries. So out of the context, for me, I would not choose any of them. I live in an apartment. There is no practical use for me. But if you have your house, if you live in a house with your family, I would go for AC500 and B300S. Yeah, this is for sure. Okay, I was thinking the same thing. We don't use that much power. Okay, great. Any other questions? What LED is used in the light? How many looms? How many candela? I don't have information on that, to be honest. It's very nuanced information. This light is definitely very bright, maybe even too bright, and it has 2 brightness modes, medium and high, and an SOS mode. Okay. All right, now let's keep going, guys. This is EB3A, and we just kind of touched upon the charging methods. So we have the AC input right here, and again, no adapter is needed. Just use that cable that is included in the box, we'll figure that out, and plug it in a wall outlet. Now, alternatively, during power outages, you can also recharge it from an AC input using the AC input, from the generator. So if you have that gasoline, propane, or diesel generator, in the case of emergency, you can even recharge from that generator. You can recharge EB3A from that generator using the same AC charging cable. Now, speaking about DC methods, certainly solar panels, and the only thing you really want to pay attention to is to choose a solar panel that is the same, not the same, but the voltage of which is within the allowed range here. And for EB3A, it's from 12 to 28 volts DC. In fact, those numbers are the same for EB3A, EB55, EB70S. Those are other power stations of ours, just in case you didn't know. So you choose a solar panel, you run a voltage compatibility check. Basically, you don't have to test it. You simply look at the VOC, or open circuit voltage, of the solar panel. So for our PV120, for example, it's 24.4 volts. For our PV200, it's 26.1 volts. For our PV68, it's 24.6 volts. So those solar panels can be clearly used with can be clearly used with EB3A, because the voltage is within this allowed range, and again, it's 12 to 28 volts right here. Now the amperature is 8 amps or 8.5 amps. It's not that important because we have an MPPT controller, so the excessive amperage will just be wasted. It will not harm the battery. But if you plug a solar panel that has the voltage that exceeds the open circuit voltage, VOC, that exceeds the allowed range here, for example, it's more than 28 volts in this case, now that will harm the device. So please choose the compatible solar panels. Okay? All right. Now, those are charging methods. How much time does it take to recharge EB3A? So if you're going all in and charging EB3A the fastest way possible, you will be able to do that. Just 30 minutes, half an hour, you will recharge from 0 to 80%. If you're using dual charging refers to charging from AC and DC at the same time. So that would be charging from a wall outlet while also charging from solar panels. Okay? In this case, it will only take you 30 minutes to recharge from 0 to 80%, which makes EB3A the fastest in the world currently charging portable power station. Let's say you live in a sunny place, okay, and you want to charge from solar panels, but you're worried that it will take too much time. So how much time it will take? Well, under good solar conditions, 2 hours. The maximum solar input of 𝗗𝗦𝗧 is 200 watts. So it will take around 2 hours to recharge from solar panels under good conditions. If you're charging from your vehicle, it's most likely a 12 volt and 10 amp car cigarette lighter port. It will take you 8 hours to recharge from your vehicle. Remember, your car has to be running, your engine has to be running, you have to be on the go. You're on a long trip, plug in the 𝗗𝗦𝗧 in your car power socket and charge from your vehicle. It will charge from 0 to 100% in 8 hours, and it will charge from 0 to 100% in 4 hours if you happen to have this 24 volt car power socket in your vehicle. Excuse me. So those are some charging methods of 𝗗𝗦𝗧. There are clearly a lot of ways to recharge it, and you will not find yourself in a situation you have no ways to recharge 𝗗𝗦𝗧. If you're outdoors, you have solar panels, our solar panels, or any other compatible solar panels. Use solar panels. If you have to charge from your vehicle, do that. If you simply want to recharge from your wall outlet, you can also do that. And yeah, in theory and practice, if you need to, you can even recharge from your generator, like a gas, propane, or diesel generator. No problem with that whatsoever. Okay, now 𝗗𝗦𝗧, what do we have in the box? So in the box we have this AC charging cable. Again, no adapter needed, so you will have the way to recharge from the wall outlet. We also include a solar charging cable in the box. This is an DC7909, or commonly called 8mm input to MC4 connectors. MC4 connectors are the part that you connect to the solar panel. MC4 connectors are the best. Let me know what you think about it. They are compatible with most solar panels on the market, and certainly with all of our solar panels. So you have 2 charging cables in the box, one AC and one DC. You will also have a user manual. You can access the user manual already right now from the website. Simply go to BLUETTIpower.com and search user manuals. Now there are also additional accessories that you can you can purchase on our website, and they're very cheap, like a car charging cable. I think it's anywhere from $10 to $20 on the website. A car charging cable, so again, 8mm to a car power socket plug, and a USB-C to USB-C cable output. So you can purchase them from us or from any other platforms if you want. They're really like 10 to 20 bucks, so not a big deal. Okay, guys, now let's take a look at the screen of 𝗗𝗦𝗧. I think you've noticed we have a screen here. Okay, let's take a look what it shows us. Let's find out what it shows us, what it tells us. So here in the center we have a battery life, 85%. It's a precise number. It's not like on 𝗗𝗦55 or on 𝗗𝗦70S when we have like those bars like 80, 60, 40, 20. It's actually precise percentage, 85% in this case. This is 30.0 hours, so it's 30 hours. If we don't change the load, which is 0 right now, it will stay on for 30 hours. Let's add some insignificant load in the form of my phone that is wirelessly charging right now. So we will have some output from a DC output, I assume around 5 to 7 watts. And my phone is charging right now. I can see that. The screen shows us 3 watts right now. So notice how this time changed from 30 hours to 22.1 hours. So that just proves my point that this shows approximate time before the power station completely discharges. And the same logic applies when you are charging 𝗗𝗦𝗧. It will show you how much time left before it's charged to 100% of the battery capacity. Now here we have the DC and AC output. Okay, so it's 8 watts right now. You clearly don't want to see it exceed 600 watts if you're not under powerlifting mode. Why 600? Because there's the limitations here on the AC inverter. Okay, 600 watts. And when under powerlifting mode, you you don't want it to exceed 1200 watts. However, please note that the screen will not always accurately show the load under powerlifting mode. It will most likely show a lower load. Okay, so you have to know that you're not pulling out more than 1200 watts under powerlifting mode. Okay, now here we have DC and AC, and if I turn AC off, this icon is gone, turn back on, it's back on here. I can turn DC off, back on. Okay, so here we have DC and AC output. How many watts are being pulled out of this power station? Now, we also have a frequency here, 60 Hertz. Well, this is a standard frequency in the USA. You don't have to change anything. You can change it to 50 Hertz if needed, but it is not needed. Okay, now here we have input. How many watts are coming in when we're charging our EV3A, okay? And the higher this number is, the better. So from a solar panel, you will get the maximum 200 watts, okay? And if you combine charging methods, you will get 430 watts max, actually. And the system will automatically prioritize PV charging over AC charging, which is good news, okay? So we'll get as much as possible of input from PV, and then the remaining from AC. So it's 200 plus watts max from PV, 200 plus watts max from AC. So no wonder in total it's 430 watts. Those are real numbers, by the way, tested multiple times by us and by independent influencers, and also influencers who made paid promotions for us. So you can find them on YouTube. You can find both and see the data. Really great numbers. Okay guys, now I see the countdown turn red. It only means one thing, giveaway. And to enter the giveaway, you simply want to type BLUETTI plus your message. So whatever you want to say. We will do one giveaway on YouTube and one giveaway on Facebook. So we'll do YouTube first. I have a phone here. I'll take a screenshot on the phone in front of you. Whoever's comment is on the very bottom wins, okay? Just as always. So let's see who wins our first giveaway, which is a cap, BLUETTI cap, okay? Let's go. Let me open YouTube right here. And you can start typing BLUETTI in the comments. BLUETTI plus your comment. There we go. So I can see your comments. We'll do YouTube first, and then immediately after that, Facebook. Okay, so we have 27 people right now on YouTube. Let me show you. Here I am. So let's do a test. Let me show you how it will be. I'll count from 10 to 1 with you, and then I'll do a screenshot. Whoever's comment is in the very bottom wins. That was a test. Okay, let's go. You guys are ready? Simply type BLUETTI and add your own part of a message, because YouTube restricts users from typing the same word repetitively. So you want to get creative, not to get temporarily restricted from typing the same word here in the comments. Let's go, 10-second countdown, and one of you guys will get a BLUETTI cap. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, the winner is, let's see, it's Mr. Wonderful GJ. Mr. Wonderful GJ, congratulations. Hear it up from Mr. Wonderful GJ from YouTube, everybody. And now I'm immediately going on Facebook. Let me see who we have here on Facebook. Okay, we have 12 people. Is that the case? Okay, here's your comments. Here are your comments. There we go. Just took me some time to open Facebook on my phone. Same here, guys. BLUETTI plus your comment. This is not mandatory, so you can type it or not type it. And 10-second countdown, and let's do the screenshot. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay? The winner is William Wong. William Wong. Congratulations, William. Congratulations, William Wong from Facebook and Mr. Wonderful GJ from YouTube. Dear giveaway winners, please email us at livestream@bluetti.com. Send us your shipping address, and the giveaways are only shipped to the USA. Send us your phone number and any other necessary information for us to ship it to you without any problems. Thank you so much, and our next giveaway is in 30 minutes sharp. We're setting the timer right now. So let's go. Our next giveaway is going to be fridge magnets, BLUETTI fridge magnets. The time starts right now. 30 minutes, don't go away. Stay here because it's fun. Okay, so we have plenty of charging methods of EB3A, and in fact it's very useful to have because EB3A has a very powerful AC inverter for this size. It's 600 watts, and under powerlifting mode it's 1200 watts, so it's really a lot. So you better find a way to recharge quickly, and luckily we have a lot of ways to do that. Now guys, let's finish this quick tour of the screen, because we're not done here yet. So we know it shows us the output right here, the input right here, the output right here. I'm sorry if I think I previously misled you by saying this is the output, this is the input. It's clearly this is the input. So when we're charging, and this is the output, okay? Now, AC and DC, eco mode, what eco mode does, it turns off the AC inverter in 4 hours, or it can be also 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, depending on how you set it in the app. It does it to save the battery. So when nothing is charging, when nothing is running, and the AC inverter is still on for some reason, it will turn it off automatically after the time that you set it to, like 1 to 4 hours, 1, 2, 3, or 4 hours. Also, if we have any alerts like overheat, which is temp, which meaning temperature, right? We'll see in here temperature low, temperature high, battery low, battery high is not really an alert, battery low, short circuit, and other alerts. You will see them on the screen in color red. Also, when powerlifting mode is enabled, you will also see it on the screen. When turbocharging mode is enabled, and turbocharging mode is the mode that you can charge EB3A under, and as the name implies, it's simply fast charging, okay? And also, when EB3A is connected to any AC input, like to your wall outlet, for example, right, with this cable that is included in the box, you connect it to the wall outlet, UPS mode will be enabled automatically. You will see UPS written right here, and UPS stands for uninterruptible power supply. So yes, EB3A does have an offline UPS. Now, what EB3A also has an app control. Here's the app. It's free for iOS and Android. Here is EB3A, and what we can see from the app is we can see the battery life. Same here. We can turn DC off. Okay, so right now DC is off. We can turn it back on entirely from the app. You can be simply within the Bluetooth range or within the same Wi-Fi network range. You can turn it on and off. You can also turn off the whole power station from the app. Okay, go to settings. Check share device, so you can control with other people, like your family, for example. You can set the charging mode, standard, silent, or turbo. Silent mode will slow down the fans. Well, to be more specific, it will reduce the necessity to spin fans because it will lower the input to 100 watts. So you will not hear any fans. You will not hear any noise from the fans, excuse me. Okay, so you can enable this mode. You can also go ahead and set a turbocharging mode. And again, you can judging by the font here and color red, something is not okay here. So we are saying here so that please don't use this mode unless necessary. Turbocharging enables you to turbocharge device, to quick charge device, we say 350 watts, but actually, guys, in real life, it's more like 430 watts, which is even better, right? Even higher input. So if you need to recharge very fast, yeah, you can do that, but don't overuse it. Okay, and finally, the standard charging mode, the default charging mode, whatever the input from the wall outlet is, you will see it here. This is standard charging mode. So both standard and silent charging modes are great for battery longevity. Turbocharging mode is not that evil either. It's just that don't overuse it. This is it. Okay, now what else do we have? We have eco mode. We can turn it on and off from the app. Okay, LED light. Oh yeah, and eco shutdown. We can set the time when you want the power station to shut down in 1 hour, 2, 3, or 4 hours right here. Okay, next we have LED light. We can turn it to SOS mode. Hopefully you never use it. High mode, high brightness, and medium brightness. And you can also turn it off from the app. Okay. Now, next thing we have is firmware, powerlifting mode, excuse me. So powerlifting mode is what we're talking about. This is the thing that, this is the mode that will enable you to run devices that are up to 1200 watts right here, right? And what do we say here? Powerlifting mode is suitable for powering heating devices, purely resistive loads, 1200 watts max. The rated output remains 600 watts. Do not run fridges, air conditioners, and other heating devices with inductor or motor. Okay. And we can unbind the unit and we can go and check firmware upgrades. Yes, we do have firmware upgrades every once in a while right here. So you can access them right from the app. Okay, guys, that was the application for EB3A. And actually, a lot of our power stations support app control. For example, AC500 does, EB3A does, AC100 Max, AC300, EP500, EP500 Pro, AC100P, for example, does not. Okay, so this is it, guys. Hopefully you now are familiar with EB3A and you know more than you used to know about EB3A. Now, speaking about the current price of EB3A, it is currently $239, so it's a very good price for this unit. And also, notice that the lifespan of this battery, of this power station, is 2,500 life cycles. So what it means in real life is that if you recycle it daily, if you charge it and discharge it and you repeat it every day, you can do it for 6.8 years, for 7 years. Simple math. And in reality, of course, we'll not be using it every day, maybe 2 times a week, maybe 5 times a week, maybe sometimes every day in a week, but clearly not every day for 7 days, right? And even if used for every day for 7 years, fully charged and fully discharged every day for you can do it for 7 years, excuse me, right? So this is still a great lifespan. And only $239 for those abilities. Plus, you have the ability to use the UPS mode, so to protect some of your devices protect yourself essentially from blackouts, right? You're working on your personal computer, you don't plug it in the wall outlet because you know that when the outlet power is gone. But you can plug it in, you can plug EB3A in the wall outlet, and you can plug your computer in EB3A. So EB3A will be charging from the wall outlet, but when the grid power is gone, it will switch to the internal batteries of EB3A. So this is how offline UPS mode works. Okay, now I think it's enough about EB3A, right? So if you have any questions, guys, let me know in the comments. Great. Okay, now let's move on AC to 100p. But before we move on to 100p, guys, yeah, I almost forgot. Let me recommend you some solar kits for EB3A and solar panels. So we have great solar panels, PV120 and PV200. So you can use them. You can use both of them with EB3A. So you can buy them separately, and if you want to buy PV120 separately, you guys want to enter the discount code. Will save you money. It's live PV120. It's in the description. So our solar panels PV120 has the maximum input of 120 watts. The voltage of the panel is, the open circuit voltage of the panel is 24.4 volts, so it's compatible with EB3A, and it's also compatible with EB55 and EB70S. PV200, I recommend this panel, actually over PV120 simply because it has a higher input. Let me show you the PV200 solar panel. It's right here. So, as the name implies, it has the input of 200 watts as opposed to 120 watts. So just a higher solar input. And remember, guys, you will not get 200 watts from this solar panel. Like, this is the numbers achieved under ideal conditions. So actually, you will get like more like 170 watts, 160 watts, which is totally okay. This is how solar energy, this is how solar charging works. So you see how it's foldable and portable. And we also have those kickstands right here, so you can choose the angle depending on the time of the day, depending where the sun is. Okay, you can choose the angle. That's the optimal angle to maximize the solar input. This is PV solar panels, and yeah, so they have this nice pattern. They have a certain level of water resistance, and also just easy to carry around, really nice for camping, for outdoor activities. So it will give you 200 watts, maximum, realistically 170 watts on a good day. Here are the MC4 connectors, the cables and MC4 connectors. So here's what the MC4 connectors look like. A pair, one positive, one negative. We also have all the technical details, technical specs right here. If you ever need to take a look at that, just remember one number, VOC, or open voltage circuit. It has to be within the range of the allowed voltage of a power station you want to use it with. So this is it. And you already have a solar cable included in the box of EB3A, so you don't need to purchase it separately. You have this 8mm to MC4 cable and MC4 connectors right here, so you don't have to purchase anything separately other than the solar panel. And we also have a discount code. We have a special live stream discount code, as a matter of fact. So these discount codes are only valid during the live stream, and after the live stream they will be gone, they will expire. So use them during the live stream from 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time today. Okay, next we prepared some bundles, some sets for you already. So it's EB3A and PV120. You can get this just as a bundle. It will not be cheaper than getting them separately, but if you want to get them together, it's also not going to be more expensive, certainly. So EB3A and PV120 also use the discount code that you will find in the description. And EB3A and PV200. This is the one that I actually recommend if you want to go for EB3A and solar panel. Go for EB3A and PV200, simply because PV200 has a higher input, 200 watts, as opposed to 120 watts that EB3A offers. So yeah, go for PV200. So EB3A and PV200 is the best choice. Now we also have PV350. This is the bigger solar panel. It is not compatible with EB3A because the voltage is too high. But you can also get it to use with other power stations if you want. And we also offer our biggest portable solar panel, PV420, with maximum input of 120 watts. But it is not compatible with EB3A either. The voltage is simply too high. Okay, let's move on. AC200P. AC200P right here from AC200 collection. All right, there we go. So this one is much bigger, right? I mean, it's 2,000 watt hours and 2000 watts. It has a nice screen too. So the battery chemistry is the same. It's lithium iron phosphate battery. Same with EB3A. The battery capacity is 2000 watt hours. The battery chemistry is lithium iron phosphate battery. The AC inverter is 2000 watts. Okay, now let's take a look what outputs we have right here. So we have two wireless charging pads on the top. You can barely see them, almost, yeah, right here. Two wireless charging pads on the top. Each of them is at 15 watts. Here we have a 12 volt and 10 amp car power socket, a 12 volt and 25 amp aviation plug, 12 volt and 3 amp DC 5.0-1 connectors, PD 60 watts. This is actually USB-C at 16 watts, not quick charge, just 60 watts. USB-A, 5 volts, 3 amps, and two more USB-As, 2 here and 2 here. So 4 USB-As in total, and each pair is 5 volts and 3 amps, so 15 watts. And the best part is probably the AC section right here. We have 6 wall outlets, 6 AC outlets right here. Those are 120 volts and 2000 watts. Now we also have a nice screen over here. Let's see what it shows us. So on the top we have the date and the time, and it's not correct, we have to reset it. Here we have the battery life, 56%, okay. Now we can see the battery voltage, it is 53 volts. We can see the battery current, it's 0.1.2 amps. We can see the battery SOC, or state of charge, and it's 56%. And we have battery management system state, standby. Okay, now here we have PV and car input. So we'll see how many watts are coming in from PV or from car. We'll see the input voltage, input current, input power, and generation energy, and carbon dioxide emissions. Okay, we also can see how many watts are coming in from an adapter, input voltage, input current, and input power. Next we have a DC load and AC load. So the DC load is the load that you will have from those outputs, this, and those two wireless charging pads in the top. This is DC, and AC is this part. Okay, now we'll see DC load, output voltage, and output power total. We'll also see 12 volt and 3 amp current. This output, 12 volt 10 amp, this output, 12 volt 25 amp, this output, and USB, PD, wireless combined. Let's go back. Next we have AC load, so output voltage, output power, current, output power, and output frequency. Okay, now before or after you plug your devices in, remember to actually enable DC or AC output. So DC on, right now DC is on, and AC is on, and also turn it off. DC off, AC off. Settings, we have AC output voltage, so it's 120 volts. You don't change anything. This is what it is in America. AC output frequency, 60 Hertz, same. DC input source, PV or car. So when you're charging from your car, enable car, and charging from PV, turn PV on. Eco mode turns off the AC inverter in 4 hours. There is no load, so you can keep it yes, or you can turn it off and set it to no. Next we have language settings, English or Japanese. Next we have BIOS settings, on and off, so you can keep it on or off as you want. Date settings, set the date, set the time. Go back, data, product info, okay, product information, inverter and charger info, BMS maintenance, and fault history right here. And current faults. Those are not current faults, excuse me. If we have a fault is ongoing, this light will turn orange. We don't have any orange lights right now. Those are just all faults that could possibly happen with AC100P. Okay, so that was the screen of AC100P. Now guys, 𝗗𝗏𝗧 also has many methods to be recharged. So you can recharge from a wall outlet, you can recharge from a solar panel, you can recharge from your car, certainly. So there are many charging methods, and you can even combine charging methods. For example, you can recharge from the wall outlet and from solar panels at the same time. Okay, now speaking about recharging, we also have everything that you need included in the box. So we have a charging cable. Yeah, we need an adapter in this case. So 𝗗𝗏𝗧 does work only with adapter. When you charge, we do need an adapter. We have a solar charging cable. So let me just tell you what we have in the box. We have an AC adapter, we have a solar charging cable, we have a car charging cable, and we even have a multifunctional DC charging cable you will use with the DC charging cable. And we have a user manual. This is what we include in the box. You can also get some additional accessories if you need them, like a 12-volt 25-amp RV cable, lead-acid battery charging cable, and DC 7909 to F access 90 cable. Those are not necessary, but if you need them, we can give it. You can buy them from BLUETTIpower.com. Now here's some dimensions of 𝗗𝗏𝗧. So it's 16.5 inches in length, 11 inches in width, and 15.2 inches in height. It weighs at 60.6 pounds. It's just a little bit less heavy than 𝗗𝗏𝗧 Max. 𝗗𝗏𝗧 Max weighs 61.9 pounds. 𝗗𝗏𝗧 is 60.6 pounds. Now, you can safely operate it under the temperature from -4 to 113 degrees Fahrenheit when you are discharging it. When you're charging it, you don't want the temperature go below freezing, so it's from 32 to 113 degrees Fahrenheit. The storage temperature should not be also lower than freezing, 32 to 113 degrees Fahrenheit. As said before, the power here is 2000 watts and the surge power is 4800 watts. Again, when we plug a device with a motor or an inductor, it will experience a peak, and you don't want it to go higher than 4800 watts. Now the voltage here is standard USA voltage, 120 volts, and the frequency is also 60 Hertz. Okay. Now guys, make sure that you don't overload the unit. It's nothing like you will not break it after overloading it, of course, but it will shut down, so make sure you don't overload it very often. So it's 2000 watts here maximum, right? When you plug it, devices that pull out more than 2500 watts, this device, the 𝗗𝗏𝗧, it will shut down in 2 minutes. And if you plug a device and the load is more than 2500 watts, it will shut down immediately. Okay? Even though we have like battery management system and all this stuff, but we don't advise you on overloading the unit too often. Now, charging methods one more time. You can charge from a wall outlet, from solar panels, and from your vehicle, from your car, from a generator as well, if needed. You can even charge from lead-acid batteries, in fact, from lead-acid batteries. Now, here is some discharging time, or how long you can run or charge your devices from 𝗗𝗏𝗧. So, your phone, you can charge your phone for 160 times. A 20-watt LED light bulb, you can run it for 85 hours. A 75-watt TV, you can run it for 22 hours. An 80-watt power tool, you can run it for 20 hours. A 90-watt fridge, you can run it for 19 hours. And a 200-watt slow cooker, you can run it for 9 hours. It's quite a long run time, isn't it? So let me know what you guys think about 𝗗𝗏𝗧. 𝗗𝗏𝗧 now is $1,574. This is the official price on the website. And during the last one, we have a special discount code that is LiveAC200p. And if you enter the discount code, you will save $75. So the price for you is only $1,499. You are saving $75. So remember to use the discount code when you purchase 𝗗𝗏𝗧. And also for a lot of other power stations, we have discount codes. Okay, so you can combine A200P with some of our solar panels. So let's take a look at the input, what input we have. Alright, so here we have PV input, and it's 35 to 150 volts, 12 amps, as I'm just reading from here, 35 to 150 volts and 12 amps, okay? And car charging is 12 to 30 volts, so that means we can charge from both 12 volt and 10 amp car power socket, and also 24 volt 10 amp car power socket, 12 volt 12 to 30 volts, and 8.2 amps. Again, the amperage, we don't have to worry about it, just 8.2 amps. Okay, and the AC input here is 58.8 volts, 500 watts max. So because PV voltage limitations here are 35 to 150 volts, okay, we can actually connect AC200P with our PV350 solar panel, as well as with our PV420 solar panel. And we put them in the sets already. You can check out the description. So for AC200P, and you can purchase AC200P separately, and we have a discount code. Now, if you purchase AC200P and PV350, we also have a discount code. AC200P and PV420 is our biggest portable solar panel. We also have a discount code. Okay, so this is AC200P. 60.6 pounds. Still, you can still carry it around, but yeah, you probably wouldn't enjoy it that much. So, guys, now moving on to our biggest and world's biggest modular solar generator, portable modular solar generator, AC500 and B300S. We actually just passed the equator. We have been live for an hour by far. Okay, so if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Let me check if there are any questions addressed to me. Question. Okay. All right. I think all the questions answered about the weather and the questions. Okay, cool. Now our next giveaway is just in 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and the next giveaway is going to be BLUETTI fridge magnets that I have right here. So stay here, stay on Facebook and on YouTube to participate in the giveaways. Don't go away. Please give us a like. We have 25 likes already, which is actually remarkable. A lot of likes. Okay, and if you have any questions or anything, you can let us know in the comments. And now we're slowly moving on to AC200, from AC200P to AC500 and B300S. Its expansion battery. So, there's one thing to understand here. AC500 and B300S is really different, simply because we don't have the battery here, okay? The battery is external. So, this is why we have those cables, and I'm actually very glad you can see them. You can, right? You can see those cables. Yeah, we do have cables. We don't have it on the official website, but this was not my choice. If it was my choice, I would put them there, because some people misunderstand how our modular solar generators work. So why are they called, let's break it down in parts. They're called modular solar generator. Well, first of all, I would still add one word, portable. Again, let me explain what I mean. Maybe immobile is a better word. So just before this last one, we were actually talking about AC500 with my colleagues, and I said, do you guys know that this is the world's biggest portable modular solar generator? It's like, no, it's not, because there is AC600 and, EP600, right? That is very popular in Europe. Indeed, EP600 is bigger, but it's not portable, so it has to be mounted to your wall, or it has to be just installed, okay, in your house. You cannot carry it around. On the other hand, AC500 gives you this option, so you can carry it around. Okay, so, and also you can see two batteries right now. You're probably like, how is it the world's biggest, blah blah blah. Again, you can connect anywhere from 1 battery to 6 batteries to 1 unit, to 1 AC500. And you can connect 2 AC500s together and go 6 plus 6 batteries, okay? So, entirely customizable, depending on your needs. 40 seconds before the giveaway, I'm holding the giveaway right here. Let's see who wants to win those magnets. There's so many magnets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who has the magnets already? Somebody has the magnets already, I remember. Those magnets all will go to one of our followers, one to our subscribers on YouTube and one to our subscribers on Facebook. So guys, when you're ready, in 10 seconds, start typing BLUETTI plus your comment so that you can win the giveaway, because I will take a screenshot and whoever's commented on the very bottom wins. Being able to take 18 kilowatt and move it around piece by piece new location is fantastic. Yeah, I think so. Rambling Bob reviews. Yeah, Bob. Okay, Bob, so I see what you're doing here. You're trying to trick me again in pronouncing this nickname, so it sounds like something else. Bob, I'm not doing that. I will say this, B, I will pause, Bob, and then I will say Chelsea, right? So it doesn't sound like anything. BLUETTI EB3 AC500. Okay, let me open the stream on my phone. Let's go. And I'm ready to take a screenshot. Are you ready? Let me just give you a little bit more time. Her name is Chelsea. This is great. Chelsea, good to have you. Are you here? Okay, so let's go. 10-second countdown before they take a screenshot, and whoever's comment is on the very bottom wins. No bad words. Yeah, no bad words, only good words, only good vibes. Let's go, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. You saw I was not looking. And the winner is Rambling Bob Reviews. Now you can't stage that. Rambling Bob Reviews. Bob, congratulations! And now let's immediately go on Facebook. Alright, there we are on Facebook. Here we are on Facebook. Facebook, are you ready? 10-second countdown. Type BLUETTI plus your message and let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oops, sorry. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. All right. So the winner is Chris Brown. Chris Brown! Congratulations! Chris Brown from Facebook and Rambling Bob Reviews from YouTube. Dear giveaway winners, please send us an email to livestream@bluetti.com. Send us your shipping address in the USA and your phone number. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, let me see. Okay, guys, that was our second giveaway. We still have giveaways for today. We still have 2 giveaways. Those are camping lantern, camping light, which is very handy because when you're camping outdoors, there are no artificial lights like in a city. For example, you know, it's extremely bright at night in a city. And outdoors, when you're camping, outdoors, no lights at all. So you want to have a camping lantern. We have our own camping lantern with BLUETTI on it. And we also give away the famous tableware set. I remember that some of you already has a tableware set. Is that correct? Okay, let's go. So guys, here is AC500 and B300S. So before we start talking about it, let me just first make sure you understand how it works. We all understand how it works. So this is the main unit. It doesn't have a battery, okay? No battery here. Now where's the battery at? Now here it is. This is the battery, okay? So do we need a battery? We do. We need at least one battery. It cannot work without batteries. It needs a battery. So B300S is A700's battery. Okay? So we need at least one battery. Now what if you need more? Can you have 2? You can. Can you have 3? Yes. 4, 5, 6. Up to 6 batteries. Okay? To one unit. Okay. Now, the battery capacity is 3072 watt-hours. This is the same with B300. So the battery capacity is the same as B300. In fact, B300S and B300 are identical when it comes to the appearance. The exterior is almost the same. Again, as I said before, and I'll repeat it because I said it a long time ago, B300S has 3 features that B300 does not have, so it's superior, if I can use this word. So B300S, first of all, it has this self-heat mode. So even though you can use our power stations under freezing temperatures, down to -4 Fahrenheit, but you cannot charge them under those temperatures. Why is that? Because you just can't. This lead-acid batteries, lithium iron phosphate batteries, nature. So, however, we have this self-heating mode. It will give you the output of 350 watts, so it's actually quite a significant waste, but it will enable you to charge it under freezing temperatures down to -4 Fahrenheit or -20 Celsius, which is quite cold. Okay, now there's one feature. Number 2, it has a higher solar input. So if you're charging B300 on its own when not connected to A300, the maximum solar input is 200 watts. And for B300S, it's 500 watts max, so it's a higher solar input. Now you can also connect more batteries. The cables are different. The cables we use with A300 and B300, they are different. Okay, we use 90 amp cables there, and here we use 150 amp cables. They're thicker, bigger, and just more robust, so to say. Okay, now we have connected 2 batteries right now, so we have a capacity of 6,144 watt-hours. 2002 combined. Let's take a look now, and the battery chemistry is of course lithium iron phosphate batteries always, 3,500 life cycles to 80% of the original capacity, and 6,000 actually 7,000 cycles to 50% of the capacity. Now, what is the AC inverter limitations here? As you guys can see, it's 5,000 watts. 5,000 watts. So you can plug devices that they cannot exceed 5,000 watts. Now, AC 500 is the modular solar generator with the highest input, at least for BLUETTI. We have EP500 Pro with a 3,000 watt inverter, and we have AC300 with a 3,000 watt inverter, but we only have AC500 that has like 5,000 watts. And actually, if you're running pure resistive loads, you can plug devices that will plug up to 6,000 watts, but only for pure resistive loads, okay? You can do a simple search in Google what pure resistive loads are, and if you're running only pure resistive loads, it's not 5,000 watts, it's actually 6,000 watts, which is great. Now also, remember that both AC300 and AC500 support split phase, meaning you can connect 2 of them together. So when you connect 2 of them together, you will have the ability to load devices with a higher wattage, okay? Not from all the outputs, it's important to remember that, but from this fusion box. So it's 5,000 watts, but if it's connected to a fusion box, it's 7,200 watts. And finally, probably the last level, if you integrate it to your home circuit, now it's 10,000 watts. I mean, if you have two S400s together and you integrate it to your home circuit, it's 10,000 watts now. Okay. Now let's turn it on, and to turn it on, I have to press the button of A700 or press the button of B200S, both of them in this case. So just press the button of A700 because it will power the whole system. So long press the button right here, and notice, oh, you cannot see that, but B200S starts first and then it powers A700 itself. So let's take a look at the outputs. What do we have here? Now we have two wireless charging pads, as always, 15 watts here and here, two wireless charging pads and 15 watts. We also have a 12 volt and 30 amp RV plug. Okay. Now here we have, attention, 24 volt, 10 amp DC output. We have a warning here, 24 volt, 10 amp. We do have a standard 12 volt and 10 amp on B300S right here. Now here we have a DC output, so also those two are also DC outputs, and it's USB-C 100 watts, USB-C 100 watts, so two USB-C quick charge ports, USB-A 18 watts, two of them, and USB-A 5 volts, 3 amps, 15 watts. Okay. Now those are DC outputs. Now let's take a look at the AC outputs. We have a 20 amp max output right here, 20 amp max, 20 amp max, 30 amp max output, 30 amp max NEMA TT30 for RV only, and 50 amp max. This is our also biggest output. It's called 50 amp max NEMA 1450R, 50 amps, 125 to 150 volts. Okay, so yeah, this is the outputs. These are the outputs. 120 volts. Don't worry about this 100 volts because it's also for Japan, just 120 volts. And 5,000 watts. And as always, guys, it's pure sine wave inverter. It's pure sine wave inverter. Now let's take a look at the outputs of B300S right here. So number one, we have a 12 volt and 10 amp car power socket. Okay, it's quite important because here we have 24 volt and 10 amp car power socket, which is actually superior as long as you can plug devices that support 24 volt. Please don't plug devices that are 12 volt only. USB-C 100 watts. So one more quick charge. We have two USB-C 100 watts on the main unit and one more here, so it's 3 in total. And USB-A 18 watts. So one more quick charge USB-A. We have the battery indicator, and this is the button to enable those outputs and also turn them off. So yeah, this is the outputs we have on B300S. Now let's take a look at the screen. So on the screen here we have the date right here, the time, the battery, and I also like this color much better. Let me know what you guys think. I think this color looks better. Now we have PV, DC1 input voltage, DC1 input power. Yeah, we have two DC, DC1, DC2, so we can plug more DC. We can have a higher input from DC. We can use two DC turning methods at the same time. Voltage and wattage here. Grid, AC input voltage, AC input power, AC input frequency. Okay. DC load, total DC output power, 24 volt 10 amp output power, 12 volt 30 amp output power, USB, PD, wireless output power. AC load, output voltage, output power, output frequency, and output state. That's a lot of control. Now next we have the battery, okay, and so we can see that one battery is charged at 100%. This is actually this battery on the very bottom, and the other battery is charged at 75%. okay? And in total, it shows us that the average of 2 batteries is 87%. Okay, now settings. And yeah, before we go to settings, did you guys notice how we have 2 batteries like in color like orange or whatever this color is, and we have like 4 more that are gray? This means we can connect 4 more batteries, okay? So this is the proof I was telling you that we can connect 6 batteries in total. Yeah, we can connect 4 more batteries. Okay, now next we have DC off and on switch, so you can turn, you should turn DC on when you want to use any of those DC outputs, any of the DC outputs here on AC500. And remember to turn it off to minimize the battery drain, because even when nothing is plugged in, if the DC is on, the battery will drain. Not significantly, but you don't want to, you don't want it to happen when you can avoid it. Next we have AC on and off. So AC on, boom, now I can run this 5,000 watt AC inverter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 AC outputs. And look at those 30 amp max, 30 amp max, 50 amp max. And also remember to turn it off once you're done using it. Settings, we have language settings because this unit is suitable for both the USA and Japan, so we have English and Japanese. AC output voltage 120 volts, AC output frequency 60 Hz, correct, you don't want to change it. DC 1 input source, PV or others, and it's either PV or others, so you can set it here, DC 1 and DC 2. Next we have eco mode, eco on and off. So what eco mode does, it turns off the AC inverter. So I would always keep it on unless you want to turn it off for whatever reason. Machine type, if it's 1, AC500 is a single phase. If it's 2, it's a split phase. If it turns split phase right now, it will give me an alarm because it's not a split phase, it's a single phase. So yeah, it's a single phase. Next, working mode. Here's what is really interesting. So we have 4 UPS modes, and UPS is uninterruptible power supply. We have standard UPS, aka offline UPS. And the offline UPS is a type of UPS that directly supplies AC power from grid to AC loads from the AC mains in normal blah blah blah. So what it means is just an offline UPS. Okay, next we have time control UPS. As the name implies, we can set the time settings right here. We can set 6 time frames, okay? Charging and discharging. And SOC settings, this is what somebody asked for. Yeah, in the comments, not asked for, but asked about rather. Yeah, and we do have this mode for AC300 and AC500. Yeah, so battery SOC low, so the battery will not drop below this percentage if you set it to this percentage, and battery SOC high will not charge more than this if you set it to this number. Next we have PV priority UPS. So this is for those of you guys who will be recharging from AC and from PV at the same time. And in fact, this is the most optimal method because it's really a win-win. When you have some input from PV, from solar panels, it's a good thing, right? You're getting free energy, eco-friendly, okay? Now, if there is like a overcast or you know, just simply cannot get enough power from PV, you will get it from AC. So you can set reserved capacity for PV charging, and you see in PV priority mode, AC500 will reserve a portion of battery capacity as you set above. So let's set it to, for example, 50%. For PV charging only for maximal utilization of solar resources. The reset capacity will be charged by grid and or PV wherever available. It is recommended to use this mode in those areas where the grid power supply is stable. Okay, and finally the last mode is kind of a customized UPS. You know, it combines all together. So customized UPS, you can set the grid charge status, time control status, and time settings here, and SOC settings here. Silent mode on and off. Silent mode on and off. So silent mode will slow down the fans will slow down charging so that you don't hear fans spin. Max current settings, so by default it's 15 amps. You can set it to 5 amps, 7 amps, 10 amps. Oh, you can see that, right? You can also set it to 6 amps if you want. And this is the basic mode. And if you want to go to advanced mode, you have to email BLUETTI customer service. They will send you the password and you will be able to set the current to 30 amps max. Now next, PV parallel enable. So when you're charging from PV in parallel, turn it on. Powerlifting mode. What is it, powerlifting mode? So a powerlifting mode is what I briefly talked about before. Again, it's 5,000 watts. It's already a lot, 5,000 watts, but for pure resistive lows, we can go as high as 6,000 watts, okay? But only for pure resistive loads. Next, we have one more state, deep discharge mode. And if I click on right now, it will not work. It doesn't work, does it? Because you can only enable it when the battery reaches 0%. So let me quickly explain what it means. You see, guys, when the battery shows 0, it is actually not 0. The battery does that to protect itself because you don't want to drain the battery completely. You don't want to interfere with that. You don't know what you're doing, right? So this is when the battery shows 0, it's like, I'm 0, I'm turning off. It's actually still has power. It's like training to failure, you know? You think you failed, but you haven't failed. So, and we don't recommend you use deep discharge mode, but God forbid, if you have to squeeze this extra power from the battery, extra time, it can help you. Go ahead and enable deep discharge mode when the battery reaches 10%. When the battery reaches 0%, you can still go to deep discharge mode, but we don't recommend you use it unless it's an emergency. Buzz settings. So buzz, you will hear a buzz when you have an alert. Now I prefer to keep it on. It gives me like a peace of mind, you know, that I know that when I have an overload, overheat, temperature low, short circuit, anything else, maybe wrong like phase. I said it to split phase, but single phase, but anything, I will hear a buzz, so I know that something is malfunctioning. I will unplug the loads. I will restore the unit. Okay. Touch sound. Now this is basic, so now you can hear the sound. And if you turn it off, there is no more sound. Bluetooth, both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi are for the app. Okay. And by the way, guys, this whole time the backlight brightness was on the very minimum, so I apologize for that. Now it's much better, isn't it? So backlight brightness. Next we have sleep time. Never 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 30 seconds. So this is when you want the screen to turn off, after what time? After 30 seconds, after 1 minute, after 5 minutes, or after never. I choose never because I want the screen to stay on. And restore factory settings for the USA. So if you click a bunch of stuff, you can always go back to the USA factory settings. Default USA factory settings. Yeah. Okay, day settings, date here, time here, this is basic. Now we have data, model, and serial number. And also we can monitor the number, serial number, the versions names. So if maybe there is an upgrade, you will see it. You will see it and you will see that, oh, you upgraded DSP version like from 4.0.4.5 to like 4.0.5.4 or something like that, you know? And let's go back, input and output, PV input, grid input, DC output, AC output. Next we have battery information. You can see it from the home page, couldn't we? And alarms, no current alarms. This is it, guys. This is the screen of AC500. Wow, let me see if you're still here. And surprisingly, you're still here. Very good to have you here. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me also check the comments right now. I would love a B3A repair manual from my local electronic repair shop. Are they available for purchase? B3A batteries, yes, they are available for purchase. I would also pay for repairs outside warranty from BLUETTI if available. For that, I don't know. I am not sure. Please email our customer service of BLUETTI Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, guys, we have 9 minutes before our next giveaway. Our next giveaway is going to be, let me check, it's going to be BLUETTI camping light. Okay, so AC500, guys. Now, if you already have B300 batteries at home, B300, not B300S, right? Question, is AC500 compatible with B300? Yes or no? Yes, yes. AC500 is actually compatible with B300. This is the first time it happened. It never happened before. For example, we have AC300 Max, right? We can connect two types of batteries, B230 and B300. Now, can we connect them like together? You know, like mixing one and the other? No, but we can do it for AC500. We can connect B300S and B300 battery together. This is great. I mean, for some of you who already have B300 batteries at home. By the way, so, since we started talking about B300, does any one of you guys have B300 battery or batteries at home? Raise your hands. If yes, and you can connect it with AC500, in this case, you can simply buy the main unit without the battery, so it will cost you, it's still not cheap, okay? It's $2,599. However, B300S battery, which is a must if you don't have either B300 or B300S battery already, B300S battery costs $2,299. Okay, again, it's an investment. Perfect comparability. Okay, thank you. All right, so AC500 is, what is it again, $2,599. And once you have AC500, you can connect it to B300 or B300S. But let me be more specific and let me tell you the whole picture. Look, when you connect it with B300, you can connect maximum 4 batteries, okay? When you connect it with B300S, you can connect maximum 6 batteries. When you mix B300 and B300S, this battery and the battery looks the same, but it's B300, it's a different one. You can also connect 4 batteries max in any configuration, in any sequence. It can be 1 B300S and 3 B300s. It can be vice versa. It can be 2, 2, 3, 1, 1, 3, or 4 B300s. 4 B300. 4 max. 4 is limiting factor. Now, it's still a lot, right? It's still a lot of capacity, but if you need more, you can have more, you will have more with B300S. Plus, remember, B300S has a couple of superior features, like self-heating mode. You can charge it under temperatures down to -4 Fahrenheit. It has a higher solar input. And finally, you can connect more batteries. Yeah. So, okay, I will not tell you more. We'll talk more about that when we have AC500 and AC300 like we had before next to each other, so we can compare it. Otherwise, I don't want to confuse you, really. If you have any questions, let me know. But for now, I think it's enough. Long story short, if you decide to invest in a modular solar, in an off-grid solution, in a blackout solution, power outage solution, and if you have the budget for that, go for AC500 and B300S, okay? Now, if you know what you're doing and you want to get AC300, B300, or maybe even AC500 and B300, if you know what you're doing, great, okay? For those of you guys who come here and don't really know what to get, if you can invest in AC500 and B300S for yourself, definitely do that. Okay, it's a win-win game. Because again, simple reason, you can check it yourself. You get 1 battery, it's great already. And you can get 2 batteries later. You can get 1 more battery. 2 more batteries, up to 6 batteries, okay? And if you want to go split phase mode, you can get even more batteries. You can get more batteries because you can connect to 2 main units. One is 500 here, one is 500 here, communication plug, and you don't have to DIY it. I don't know why I always say it, but yeah, communication plug, 2 S500s together, and it's just your fortress. Okay, now let's take a look at the input. Here's the input we have. Here I am. Here's the input. Okay, so we have one AC input right here. It's 100 to 240 volts AC and 50 amps max. Boom. Now next we have DC input, 12 to 150 volts. 12 to 150 volts, guys. A wide range. You can connect to many solar panels. And 15 amps max. And we have one communication interface. So 150 volts. Okay, what does that mean? Well. For example, using PV to hundreds. Okay, so PV to 100 voltage is, do you guys remember? I do. It's 26.1 volts. 26.1 volts. Let's calculate it together. Let's do it. So 150 divided by 26.1. And we get 5.7. We have to round it up to a whole number. 5. Can be 6. 5. So what does that mean? We can connect maximum 5 PV to 100 solar panels to AC 500 and B300S. 5 PV to 100 solar panels, guys. That's a lot of solar panels. Now, what is the open circuit voltage of PV 420? Let me check that. I don't remember by heart, to be honest. PV 420 is our biggest portable solar panel and has the VOC of 44.3 volts. I was close. 44.3 volts. So let's divide 150. Hold on a sec. 150 divided by 44.3. It's 3.38. So we still have to round it up to 3. You can connect maximum 3 solar panels, and this is our biggest solar panels. In fact, let me show it to you. It's not going to be easy because it's big, it's gigantic, but I will show it to you guys. PV 420, previously known as PV 400. There we go. So also this is a prototype, so the actual symbol might be a little bit different. The cables are here. Again, all good MC4 connectors. Only MC4 connectors. They're safe, user-friendly. Just great MC4 connectors. One positive, one negative, one pair. We have all the technical details, the technical specs right here. And now, if that rings a bell, I'll tell you what it is here. So now we have P120, the model. Solar cell is mono. Solar cell lamination is ETFE. Cell efficiency is up to 23.4%. This is the market standard, high standard. A voltage at max power is 36.6 volts. However, that's not what we have to be looking at. We have to be looking at open circuit voltage, okay? And this is 44.3 volts. And next we have current max power, 11.5 amps. Short circuit current is 12.2 amps, and the operating temperature is 15 to 150 Fahrenheit, which means that we say you can use them safely from 15 to 150 Fahrenheit. It does not mean you cannot use them when it's colder or hotter than that, just at your own risk. Maybe risk is a big word. Now, here we have the kickstands. The kickstands right here. And guys, I haven't even opened the panel yet. I'm actually a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit anxious about opening it. Now let me at least put this mug with water somewhere safe, okay? And let's do it, let's open it. Let's open our biggest and yet portable and yet foldable and yet BLUETTI panel. Okay, the kickstand's pointing down. Now open it up. My God. All right, guys. There we go. 420 watts max. All right, so gigantic, huh? And here you can connect 3 panels like this to our AC 500. Okay. So that is the BLUETTI's biggest solar panel by far. Giveaway time. Giveaway time. Give away this BLUETTI camping light, camping lantern, camping light. So please type BLUETTI in the comments. We'll do a screenshot. I'll take a screenshot first on YouTube, then on Facebook. So please type BLUETTI in the comments. And I am ready. I'm ready to take a screenshot. Let's go. 30 people on YouTube. Now, guys, please give us a like. Thank you so much. We have 29 likes right now. This is remarkable. Thank you very much. So please give us a like. Love BLUETTI. BLUETTI, you guys are ready? I am. Let's go. A 10-second countdown. I'm not looking, by the way. I'll do a screenshot. I'll take a screenshot. I'm not looking. And I'll count from 10 to 1. BLUETTI, I'm sorry that I won again. Don't be sorry, Bob. That's all right. That's all fine. You're just very lucky. Okay, so let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Okay, and the winner is Alicia Blaze. Alicia Blaze says, love BLUETTI. Congrats, Alicia. And now let's go on Facebook immediately. And who do we have on Facebook right here? Okay, many people. Facebook family, are you ready? Facebook community, are you ready? Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go! And the winner is Steve Olseen. Steve Olseen. Congratulations, Steve. Let's go. Okay, dear giveaway winners, please email us at livestream@bluetti.com. Send us your shipping address in the USA and your phone number. Thank you a lot. Congrats, Steve. Oh, I don't know if it's the same Steve, by the way. Is this the same Steve O that we know? Or is it Steve Olseen that isn't just a different Steve? Now, guys, surprise, surprise, the next giveaway is going to be in 10 minutes only, just because we have 18 minutes before the end of our live stream. Same Stevie. Bob, here's my version. So, is that possible that Steve O or Steve Olsen is just your account? It's just another account of yours? Now one more case is closed. One more case is solved. Now, honestly though, guys, it's not mine. Okay, that's I understand. all right, guys. The giveaway is over. The next giveaway is in 9 minutes 13 seconds. So don't worry if you win more than once. It's okay. Then we can still ship you the giveaways. So you won the what was that? BLUETTI camping light, and the next giveaway is going to be BLUETTI tableware set. BLUETTI tableware set. Okay. Now let's take a look, guys. AC500 and B300S. If you purchase just one AC500 and B300S, now it might be already enough for you. You can already enjoy all the benefits of AC500 and B300S, and it's going to cost you $4,799. So it's an investment. Again, it's an investment. AC500 and two B300S, it's $7,098. And if you want to go all in and purchase two AC500s, just like in our thumbnail here on YouTube and on Facebook. It's $11,897. So yeah, this is if you need 240 volt split phase, 140 volt as opposed to 120 volt, and if you need the potential to connect more batteries. So all right, there we go. So this is the world's biggest modular solar generator. It's perfect to protect your household, your family from blackouts, because it has UPS. In fact, it has 5 UPS modes. Normal UPS or standard UPS, offline UPS, has time control UPS. You can set the time when to charge, when to discharge, so you can charge from a wall outlet when the grid power is the cheapest, and you will discharge when the grid power is expensive. So really, it's a really good investment. Okay, protection from power outages, protection from blackouts, and also it will save you money because it's called solar generator, so you can fill this whole capacity, and it's a huge capacity, 3,072 watt hours with only solar power, and you can do it every day for a long time, for 20 plus years. And of course the batteries are not immortal. Okay, they have a 3,500 plus life cycle. However, one day they will just maybe stop working, okay? Maybe like in 15, 20 years, long time, but still. And what you want to do then, simply purchase another battery without having to purchase the main unit if the main unit is functioning properly, okay? And you can use, yeah, as Bob says, you can use the B300S by itself. Correct, you can use them by themselves. You can use them by themselves, or you can use B300S by itself. It has 3 outputs, has a 12 volt and 10 amp current power socket, a quick charge USB-C port, 100 watts, and a quick charge USB-A port, 18 watts. You can recharge B300S by itself using a T500 or T400 adapter. In fact, this is how we recharge them before this live stream, or just left them here in the studio for a night, and when I came back, they were fully recharged. So yeah, no problem whatsoever. And you can recharge them from solar panels too. In fact, as was mentioned before, B300S has a higher solar input, 500 watts on its own, 500 watts. So yeah, it's totally possible to use them on their own. B300S. Okay, so let's see, guys. Let's see if we have any questions. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions. Well, you always have a lot of interesting ideas. That's what I've noticed. Also, let me check the Facebook comments finally. Never look at the Facebook comments today. We have 13 people here on Facebook, guys. Let me see if we have any questions on Facebook. Mostly just everybody typing BLUETTI to participate in giveaways. Okay, again, guys, if you have any questions, let me know on Facebook too. Thank you. All right. Okay. All right, there we go. So we have 12 minutes before the end of this live stream, and why am I saying that? Because the discount codes that you will see in the description, okay, we have discount codes. They are also only valid during the live stream. Okay, so let's sum it up, guys. Let's sum it up for A700 and B300S. So number one, we have a massive and BLUETTI's highest AC inverter. BLUETTI's biggest AC inverter, 5,000 watts. 5,000 watts of rated power with a surge of 10,000 watts. Another thing is A700 is expandable. It's expandable with up to 6 batteries. So if you connect 6 3,072 batteries, it's going to be 18,432 watt hours or 18.4 kilowatt hours. And also, as mentioned before, those batteries are using the best battery chemistry, lithium iron phosphate, and also they have an extraordinary long lifespan. Well, actually, I don't think extraordinary is the right word. They just have a great lifespan, 3,500 plus cycles to 80% of the original capacity, and 7,000 cycles to 50% of the original capacity. Now you can also go to split phase and connect two A7500s together. It's going to be 240 volts, 10 kilowatts, 10 kilowatts split phase, and you can connect maximum, so 6 batteries to one unit, 6 batteries to the other, so it's going to be 18,432 by 2, so it's 36.8 kilowatt hours. There are 6 ways to recharge A7500 and B300S, such as from a wall outlet, from a solar panel, from your vehicle, from a generator, from lead-acid batteries, and dual charging from AC and DC at the same time. AC500 has 16 outputs, so it's very versatile and suitable for 99% of your devices. It also has a 24/7 UPS home backup, okay? And we also have a 4-year warranty for AC500 and B300S. You have a 4-year warranty, so you don't have to worry about it, at least for first 4 years. So you can get AC500 and B300S is going to be 3,072 watt hours. If you get AC500 and B300S and you get 2 batteries, right? 2 batteries is going to be 6,144 watt hours. And by the way, with just 1 battery, you can power your household for the whole day. For the whole day, this is if the amount of electricity you consume per day is 3 kilowatt hours. So with 1 battery, it's kind of a no-brainer. You can power your whole household for the whole day. With 2 batteries, it's going to be 2 days. With 4 batteries, it's 4 days. And with 6 batteries, it's 6 days. So you probably know what I'm heading to. Power outages, 6 days, not a big deal if you have 6 batteries at home. Okay. Now, what else have I missed? We talked about pretty much anything, I guess. All right. Now let's do a quick Q&A session, guys. Let me see any questions. We also have the new product line, AC60 and B80 and AC180 coming soon. So, BLUETTI AC100 and AC100 plug and play assets. It is a plug and play system. It is. Indeed, you can just plug it in. You can just leave it there and forget it. You have it, right? Now, I recommend connecting it to solar panels and to the AC at the same time, so that when you have solar energy, if it's sunny, you can charge from solar panels, and if there is no solar, there is no sun. It's like overcast or consequent cloudy days, you can charge from the wall outlet. And with our advanced UPS mode, it's more than possible. Okay. I don't know how to answer to a question. Dorsal dawn, UV index limit where the solar panels should not be operated. I don't know. Honestly, I don't understand. Never heard about it. And we have an answer from Jeff. He says, no, solar panels like UV, the UV spectrum light is where most of power comes from. Okay, thank you. All right, guys, now it's another giveaway. Tableware set. Tableware set. Okay, giveaway time. I know. Now, our last giveaway, how about we do Facebook first, because we always do YouTube first. Let's do Facebook first this time, okay? So, guys, please type BLUETTI plus your comment on Facebook and on YouTube. We'll do Facebook first and then YouTube. BLUETTI is awesome, BLUETTI light, BLUETTI D, BLUETTI rocks, things like that, yeah. All right, I'm holding my phone and I'll open Facebook here first. So let's go. Let's do a 10-second countdown and a screenshot. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. The winner is Luis Gonzalez Jr. Luis Gonzalez Jr. Congratulations. Now YouTube. YouTube. Let's go, YouTube. 10, 9, 8. Come on, where are the comments? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, I'm gonna play the video. It's live. 3. Let's do 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, it didn't. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, now it worked. The winner is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗧𝗖𝗢𝗨. As you guys can see, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗧𝗖𝗢𝗨. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗧𝗖𝗢𝗨. Yeah, congratulations, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗧𝗖𝗢𝗨 from YouTube and Luis Gonzalez Jr. from Facebook. So, dear giveaway winners, please email us at livestream@bluetti.com. Send us your shipping address and your phone number. Okay, alright guys, 5 minutes before the end. If you want to use any discount codes from today, please do. We have a discount code for AC200P, for example. We'll save you $75. It's a special time-limited BLUETTI live stream discount code. So please use it during the live stream. Also, give us a like. Thank you so much. Guys, give us a like. Very important. We have 32 likes already on YouTube. This is great. Tell your friends about us. Next live stream, please invite your friends. In fact, this is our last live stream this month. We're gonna see each other again on this Sunday, 2nd, at 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So this is our last live stream in March. And we'll see each other again on April, right? So, alright guys, that was really good to spend those 2 hours with you, or however long you stay here with you. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you learned something new about renewable energy and how it's actually, it's not a rocket science, right? You can use it for yourself. You can use it every day. You can profit from it. You can save money. You can cut electricity bills. I got my table reset, neat little kid. A kid, says Joe McConaughey. Yeah, good to hear that, Joe. Okay, yeah, the giveaways are over just for those guys who still like typing BLUETTI. Yeah, as I said, guys, the renewable energy is not rocket science. Everybody can use it. You probably already use it. You already have been using it, like solar panels before. Now we just have a more effective ways to go through power outages, blackouts, and to store solar power. So yeah, this is just great to know that this industry is advancing. And before, we didn't have any choice. We only had like those gas generators, right? Those bulky and loud gas generators. We just thought like that's how it's supposed to be. Now we have this silent, completely silent and eco-friendly. And like when people say, "Oh, I still hear the fans saying, yeah, of course they spin." I mean, like comparing this to gas generators is just like two different worlds, right? It's so cool that now we have things like this. We have both small and portable power stations like EB3A, only 10.1 pounds, right? And we have big, still modular solar generators like AC500. So hopefully you find something that you will like and that will make your life better. What happened with the giveaway on Instagram? Yeah, we don't do Instagram live streams anymore. We only did like once or twice to test it. And oh, March 23rd. I don't know. So I'll make sure that my team will take care of it. Okay. Thank you, BLUETTI official. Gas generators, gas, smell, danger, fire, noise, etc. Yeah, I remember that. And yet, like, I didn't think about it back then because this is just how things work, right? If you need off-grid power, you go to the garage and you take a generator of yours. Yeah, power generators, fan noise. Yes, please, Bob. I enjoy your emotional comments all the time. So yeah, hopefully you find something that you like for yourself and make your life better. I am here that you guys have the best experience, really. I'll see you next time this Sunday, 2nd, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please follow us on social media. Please give us a like. Thank you for 33 likes. Thank you so much, guys. We also have more and more subscribers. Thank you. I'm really happy that our community is growing. Invite your friends next time. We'll have giveaway next time. We'll have a different agenda too, different power stations, different models. Hopefully we'll find something that you like. Have a great night.